guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to carry on with the intake side of things and get on with the intercooler pipework. First, a little announcement. I have gone and booked a track day. Now obviously the car has some way to go, so the track day isn't until the 1st of May, which is still fairly ambitious. Hopefully it'll inspire me to get on with things a little bit quicker and crack out a bit more content for you guys. Because of that, I have actually opened my wallet and spent a little bit of money, and the stuff that is here in the passenger seat is the result of that. First things first is this bit of aluminium elbow. It's a cast 3-inch, and that will go onto the turbo just to get the piping to go kind of where I want it to be. Now it didn't need to be a 90 degree, as you can see. I'm going to have to cut that down to the angle that I need that. So that's first, and then secondly we have some straight intercooler pipe work. So you probably know where this is going. Pie cuts. Let's crack on. So here you can see what I was talking about, getting this angle off the turbo correct. Obviously it doesn't need to be 90 degrees, I don't want it going out that high, but if I rotate it down a little bit. So I'm going to stick this on bandsaw, cut it in half, and hopefully that should be about right.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
So here we go, that's been cut down on the bandsaw. Nice clean cut there. And this will get welded to here. You can see that then takes that pipe work down there. It also deals with the step, because this is a 2.5mm outlet. This is 3-inch. The intercooler pipes are 3-inch, and the throttle body is actually a little bit more than 3 inches. But yeah, I don't want to be going with 2.5-inch pipe work from here and then stepping it up down here. I'd rather it go 3-inch straight away, and it makes life a little bit easier. All the couplers are the same size then. And I'm going to take the die grinder to the inside of this just to open it up a little bit so there's a slightly smoother transition. I'm not going to take too much off because it doesn't really need it, but I will. I'll make it as smooth as possible anyway, and clean it up and weld it to the end of it. So in the interest of let's get shit done quickly, I have got this out, the router, seeing as it worked so well last time. I don't know how well this is going to go on cast, but hey, we'll find out. I suppose the inlet was cast as well, so this should work. We'll see how this goes. And the answer to that is very well. So I'm going to continue with that, because that's worked, and that has taken a fraction of the time it would have taken on the Dremel, and there is hardly any noise in comparison. Okay, I have just done a test pass on the aluminium and it's come okay. And there you go. So that's alright, that's as well as could be expected. So I'll get these bits welded together. And voila, it's come out quite well. Oddly, inside here it's not very dense, so the heat has transferred through that quite quickly and has gone through, so it's given me a false sense of security there, but that's fine. I can reach that with the die grinder. I can clean that up. So I've cut a fair few of these now, these little pie cut segments. I've also cut a few straight lengths. These are cut off at 9 degrees as well, so that will mate up with this correctly. So I'm going to concentrate on the hot side, so from the compressor housing down to the intercooler, and I will show you where I am at the minute. So as you can see, I've positioned you so you can see both the inlet to the intercooler, outlet to the turbo, So we're going from here into here, and this first bend that I've tacked together, I think will be living in there, like that. And then on this top edge, we'll stick the silicone joiner. That short straight piece goes in there like that. Then it's just a case of playing around with the bits of pipe to get it where I think it needs to be. Tape them together and try and get them to meet up. So nothing left to do apart from tack that up. Make sure it obviously fits back in position once it's tacked, and then fully weld it up. So I'll quickly throw some tacks on there and test fit that. And here we are, all tacked up, running through to the compressor. Now that's ready to go, all it needs is a quick clean up with acetone and fully welding. So the other side has been fairly similar to the first. I save you the time from having to watch all that because it's much the same process. So the other side is all tacked up and ready to go. The only difference on this side is the fact that this comes round, this is 76mm, 3 inches, and we come round to here, and the throttle body is a 90mm throttle body. It's actually slightly smaller than that because it's quite thick, but the pipe outside diameter is 90mm, so 3.5 inches. So we've got this step here. So this was a 90mm outer diameter, 3.5 inches pipe. It was 10 gauge, so it's quite thick, and I've spun it up on the lathe, so the wall thickness is slightly thinner, but the advantage is it's got this little lip already which matches a little bit like that. And what I'm going to do with this is much like when I made this taper, is I'm going to cut some sections out of here, so it will go from a 3 inch this end to 3.5 inch this end. So that will be my tapered part. I'll quickly mark this up and I'll show you how to do that now. There we go. Cut all of those segments out, and that should then reduce down to the 3 inch pipe that I want it to. So I'll quickly cut that out now. With it. And there we go. That is with all of those sections cut out. So not tried this yet, but clamp goes on. And this should close down. It's kind of working. I did think this might have some trouble clamping down, just because it's a fairly short run, and it usually works better over a longer. Oh, there we go, it's starting to go. Better clamp probably wouldn't have gone amiss, to be honest. We're getting there. Perfect. There we go. That has managed to close down most of these. My cuts weren't the best, so here you can see where that should have gone into a peak. There's a bit of a gap. I'll be able to weld those up, but if we find one that was done nicely, there you go, that one went to a nice sharp point, and that is an even gap all the way down there. So that's how they should all look. Like I say, this end is slightly smaller than that, which is fine. I wanted to lose some of the length on this anyway, but I will quickly tack that up, get a few beads of welds on here because that's trying to spring back out, and then I'll be able to get that clamp off and try and fit that to the end of the pipe that I've just done. Okay, well, wait for that to cool down. Start. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was starting to get cool. Yeah, wait for that to cool, mark it up, chop it off, tack it on, job's good. There we are. It looks pretty good. You can see in there the welds, and that is ready to be fully welded now. I decided to weld that up, see how that was going to go, and I've started to fully weld this pipe as well. So that is pretty much all that's needed to do. I need to put a bead on there, and obviously on here as well, and there's obviously the throttle bypass that I mentioned in the intake manifold video. So here we are, the moment you've all been waiting for. All the pipes have been wiped down with acetone. I've cleaned all of the joints with a stainless steel wire brush, and there's nothing left to do but weld it up. So without further ado, it's time for a weld lapse. Well, I've got those pipes welded up, and this is how it looks. That is the hot side and the cold side. They've come out pretty well actually, although they will be getting powder coated, so I'm not going to polish them all up. But like I say, they look pretty good as they are. I think I'm going to end the video there. It is almost 5 minutes past 1. So I should be getting in. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, just drop them in the comment section below and I will try to get back to you. But hopefully you've liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.